Subscribe to Drama YT and press the bell icon to get the latest videos first of the all. Hey guys, how are you? It's K2 and welcome to Drama YT. The overbearing president's romance comedy drama is one of everyone's favorite genres in Chinese dramas, including me, such as the previously explosive well-intended love, dating in the kitchen, and so on. There are still many things to look forward to in 2021. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about my top 15 domineering presidents in a romance comedy drama that should be nominated to be everyone's favorite genre. So give this video a like and let's get to it. Number 15. Plot Love. The clothing designer Subei, who was framed for plagiarism and was forcefully sent abroad after being designed by many relatives, returned home gorgeously as a gold medal model agent after a lapse of 7 years, in order to investigate the truth about the suicide by the only relative, Aunt Lan, who committed suicide by jumping from a building. Subei had to retrain herself and pretend to be a virtuous wife, approaching her ex-husband, Lunan, who had not been in contact for 7 years and had sent her out of the country forcibly. The domineeringly returning Subei just wanted to find out the truth. With the help of Lunan, she was able to resolve the knot and regain her original intention. The two resolved their misunderstanding and then reconciled. Number 14. Married First, Then Fall in Love. It tells the story of an ordinary girl, Shongan Xiao, who was sold into a wealthy Chu family to pay off debts by her stepmother, who really disliked her. She was forced to marry Chu Feiyuan, the eldest son of Chu family. Then the two began their fantastic love story in the middle of the chaos. Number 13. The Night of the Comet, Part 2. Two people's life change their course due to the coming of a comet that takes them into a parallel world where they eventually find their true love. Li Shenhe is a man so sharp that he has been hailed as a devil in business since he was a young kid. At the age of 30, he is already a domineering CEO. Bai Xiaoxin is a quirky, 20-year-old who is a drama queen. Different as day and night, their paths cross when Bai Xiaoxin lands a gig on Li Shenhe's show. Alas, tragedy strikes and Li Shenhe tries to save Bai Xiaoxin from an accident, and then he is pulled into an ever-changing time and space, and there their romance ensues. Number 12. Love Unexpected. When a horrible accident claimed his mother's life 3 years ago, Suno was never fully able to recover the shock. Since that day, he has been living with an affective disorder so severe that he has lost all connection with his emotions, unable to laugh, cry, or even love. Suno has no way to connect with other people, as he has lost all the ability to empathize with others. Incapable of feeling any sense of guilt or remorse, he has become a brutal expert when it comes to corporate mergers and acquisitions. Though known for getting a job done, his savage techniques have made him the target of more than a few disgruntled individuals. When the need for a bodyguard becomes apparent, Suno begins the arduous task of recruiting. Among the many applicants vying for the job is Ki, an economics major who secretly dreams of becoming a professional fighter. With incredibly honed senses and lightning-fast reflexes, CE easily lands the job. Though Suno is glad to have the extra protection, there is something about the easy way CE uses violence that makes him feel uneasy. However, when CE throws herself in harm's way on his behalf, he begins to feel something else, though he isn't quite sure what that something might be. As the relationship between protector and the protected grows, Sunwo's long-lost emotions gradually begin to return, and with them, a whole new world of possibilities begin to present itself. But within this emotional new world, Sunwo must ask himself, is he able to accept the feelings he seems to have developed for CE? Number 11. You Are So Sweet. A story that opens its doors to the Chinese dubbing industry for the first time and follows a rookie and a toxic boss. Xia Xiaoning is your average girl. She is not exceptionally pretty, nor she is highly educated. But by chance, Xiaoning, who is an aspiring voice actress, lands a job as Gu Chenyu's assistant. Gu Chenyu has a secret nobody knows. He is actually one of the best in the dubbing industry. Because Xi Xiaoning and Gu Chenyu are not made equal, their interactions are full of shenanigans. Just as Xi Xiaoning tries to gain a foothold in the workplace, she crosses paths with Shi Fei. After helping him chase away a dog, soon after domineering CEO Xia Fei also begins to pursue Xia Xiaoning. Meanwhile, Xia Xiaoning and Gu Chenyu have set aside their differences to grow closer, with two attractive suitors both falling head over heels for her. Who will she choose in the end? Number 10. Time Teaches Me to Love. A contract relationship begins between the stupid cute Lin Lu and the childish Si Liansen. In order to pay for her younger brother's insurmountable medical bills, Lin Lu gets into a contract relationship with Si Liansen, the young and domineering CEO of a company. Unknowingly, the binding contract paves the way for something more as Lin Lu repeatedly tests Liansen's limits and a romance ensues between them. Number 9. Hello, Mr. Go. A CEO with an aversion to crowds enters a contractual marriage with an impoverished heiress. With opposing personalities, they initially butt heads, only to become one another confidants over time. These imperfect souls help each other heal as they fall in love. Number 8. Well dominated love. The drama is about the romance between a picky CEO and his temporary special assistant. Nyashing Shen is the new assistant of Yang Jingzi. Despite meeting for the first time, she already knew the difficult daily habits of her boss. He is an arrogant CEO with a high IQ who suffers from mild obsessive compulsive disorder and is assertive at work, pursues perfection in life, but is also a perfect man in the hearts of many girls. Whereas Nishing Shen is the perfect secretary at work and can be sweet, beautiful, capable, independent, and always has a positive attitude and is optimistic about her life. Yang Jingzi is famous as cold-hearted boss, but Nishing Shen manages to hold and handle alone. As the time goes by, the two begin to fall in love until they experienced problems with each other. What is the next ending story of two strangers who actually have seen each other for years? Number 7. Mr. Honesty. Shuiren loses both her relationship and career in one night. Her close friend, Shadi, recommends her to an architecture company as the assistant of the CEO. However, during the interview, she finds out that the CEO is the person who exposed that her boyfriend is cheating on her in public, Fang Zio. Though she doesn't know why, Shuiren eventually gets the job, but gets handed a weird task to lie for her boss. But Fang Zio's tendency to expose her lies in public always lands her in a very sticky situations. Number 6. Love in Time. An unknown writer gets into a contract marriage with a high-ranking officer of an investment company to solve her personal crisis. They happen to be desk mates in school. During their fake marriage, the two begin to slowly understand each other and then gradually fall in love. Number 5. Sweet Dreams. A story between Ling Lingxi and Bo Hai as they meet due to a chance encounter and accidentally spark a fairy tale romance. Ling Lingxi, who is an employee at Beima Hotel, is a kind, considerate, and helpful young lady. However, her insecurities often get in the way as she is unable to do well at the work and often fails to muster up the courage to do what she wants. At the same time, she is also afraid to confess her feelings to Bohai, who is her colleague at the work. One day, she and Bohai participate in a public experiment that is being organized by a dream technology company. The device that they are trying suddenly malfunctions, causing the records of Ling Lingxi's brainwaves to accidentally transfers into Bohai's dream sequence. She begins to have the ability to enter his dreams and finds it easy to let go of her inhibitions in this alternate reality. She comes to her own as she tries to help Bohai overcome his childhood trauma, all while they also get to know each other in the real life as well. Number 4. About Is Love. A love story between the president of a company who develops a severe case of OCD that prohibits him from interacting with the women and the one person that he is immune to. An incident from when he was 18 years old gravely affects the life of Wei Xing. Even though he has become a high-ranking corporate executive, he is unable to interact with the opposite sex, which is why he has been searching for a princess that can save him for years. 10 years later, because of a drunken encounter with an 18-year-old art student named Zhao Shi, Wei Xing discovers that he feels completely fine after meeting her. An agreement is formed between the two and a romance ensues. Number 3. My Girlfriend is an Alien. Chen Xiaoxi, who was an alien girl from the Cape Town planet, lost her signal and then had to stay on the Earth. She then encountered an overbearing boss named Fang Ling, who was suffering from the disease called rainy weather heterosexual amnesia, and he would forget the females around him. A hilarious and romantic crossover love story since then started. Chen Xiaoxi was not only an alien but also a true-handed witch. Once she inhaled the hormone emitted by the males on the Earth, she would fall into a flowery state and meet many funny things after that. In order to survive on the human Earth, Chen Xiaoxi used her various superpowers to solve one accident after another. Number 2. Lucky's First Love, or also known as The World Owes Me a First Love. a story about first love and romances from the perspective of three couples in their workplace. It follows an independent young woman brimming with potential who crosses paths with a black-bellied boss. Because of the prosperous meaning behind her name, Sing-Yoon is recruited by Shaki to work at his gaming company. He is determined and headstrong, a son who refused to take over the family business and choose to make it on his own. In her journey from being a sketch artist to a game designer, she experiences many extremes and jumps many hurdles in dealing with her black-bellied boss. Their continuous bickering brings them closer, and the girl who has never been in love before finds that the last hurdle is actually love. Number 1. Love is sweet. Jiangzun is a girl who is allergic to tears and has a double degree in economics and psychology. She is unrestrained and idealistic due to her family's superior background. After graduation, she worked in a philanthropy organization where she pursues her dream. However, her father's sudden accident leaves her in a dilemma. Eventually, she decides to work in a top investment company to fulfill her father's dying wish. In MH, Jiang meets her childhood playmate Yuan Shuai. However, the current Yuan Shuai is no longer her gentle protector but her rival. In MH, where the culture of wolf instinct is rampant, someone is plotting against Jiang while someone sees her as an eyesore. However, with her kind nature and attention to details, along with her high EQ and sense of judgment, Jiang eventually attains success both in her career and also in love life. So that was it guys, the video ends here. I hope you have liked this video. If you have watched the video till here, give this video a like and subscribe to Drama YT. And yet you guys have not followed me on the Instagram handle, which is right in front of you. It is called dramayt.k2. Follow me there as well. And I will see you later as always. Your K2. Love, peace and hugs. It's been a pleasure.